I first came across you guys when I had been answering emails from everystudent.com, and a gal from Malaysia who came from a Muslim background asked me some questions. And then she actually said, hey, why don't you come to my church? And I thought, well, I don't live in Indonesia. I can't come to your church. And she had become to LifeChurch, and I was just blown away. And she called it her church. And for me, that was like, wow, this is God's doing something really cool. So really appreciate all that you guys do. How would you define it, as you guys have seen so much success? How would you define success in your role, Alan, as the pastor at LifeChurch?
Yeah, our mission is pretty simple. It's to lead people to become fully devoted followers of Christ. And when we think about Church Online, really, Church Online is not just about broadcasting content, because we have that. We have an on-demand feature on our site, and people can go there and just watch the message. The whole part about Church Online is truly community. It's not just receiving content or receiving a message, but it's also engaging with people, being in conversation with others, and through that community, getting connected deeper with God. And so for me, success is the story that you talked about, where someone says, hey, come to my church, and it's online. One of the questions I get frequently asked is, how can church online be real church? And so in order to understand that question, I thought, okay, so what is real church? And the way we define it is, a church, first of all, the church doesn't exist for us. We are the church, and we exist for the world. It's not a building. That's not what church is. At the same time, we realize in the traditional concept of church, there is the biblical teaching of the word, there is worship, and then there is community. And Church Online was created with those three aspects in mind. You get teaching, you get to be a part of worship, and there is true community happening. So I think success for me is when our mission statement comes to life. We're very open-handed as well. Sometimes there are many people that call Church Online their home church, but there are also others that were part of their journey. There might be people that would never step foot into church, but they might try this Church Online thing. That's great, because you get the gospel. If they receive Christ and if they hear the truth, and that says to them, they're like, man, I would love to find a local church and find, man, we'll plug you in. We'll do everything we can. So we're very open-handed, because it's not just about Church Online or LifeChurch, but it's about that person meeting Christ and growing deeper and becoming a fully devoted follower of Christ.